Hello, everyone. This is Yesterday's News, and today I've got Slashy Sue. They are a horror metal project out of Sweden. How are you guys doing today?
Doing awesome.
Yeah, Sunday and badass day.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day.
Now, you look like you've come from the barn and you've chopped someone up.
Yeah, maybe.
Every day.
A woman need to eat, you see.
Was he tasty?
Yeah, always.
Awesome.
I prefer them tender.
Tender. That's nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Slashy Sue is a project that you guys started, and a little of the history before Slashy Sue. Tony and Åsa Nederbrett, you guys had the band Sapphira, a very great heavy metal band out of Sweden. That's on hiatus now, and now you've moved into this other project. How did Slashy Sue come about, and what's the story behind the whole horror Slashy Sue?
You take the first part about how it started.
We want to do something different from Sapphira. Something we didn't really want to do Sapphira 2, and we took. We actually made a plan from the beginning. We had like a piece of paper and set up rules. So we wrote like short songs, fun, no blast beats, no growls actually.
But that changed.
Yeah, that changed. And to the point, easy songs. That's music-wise.
Yeah.
But the whole idea with the horror theme is more came from you.
Yeah. We're both huge horror fans.
Yeah.
And I kind of have a thing for crime, for everything about serial killers. Watch a lot of both series and TV shows and movies. So when we turn the music into the kind of industrial elements, we also just came up with the thing that we should have a lot of visual content.
Yeah.
And blood is visual.
Very.
No beauty, just blood. So we started like writing a short story after you came up with the name for the band.
Yeah.
And Slashy Sue is actually from Ashy Slashy, Evil Dead.
They call him Ashy Slashy. So
yeah.
It just, yeah.
So you just took the slashy part.
Yeah.
And then Sue. It rings. It
sounded
feels
good,
nice.
so we kept it.
Yeah.
And then you wrote the backstory for her.
I started just writing down some words about the story about Slashy Sue, and then I wrote down her history. Her real name is Susan Henderson. She was a cannibal and serial killer, having a blast in the 90s, killing and eating men.
Yeah.
And we are still writing on the history actually, because that's what we put into the songs.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So with this whole theme that you have in the horror and that you're writing the story, do you think at some point, because I know we've talked before about you're an avid reader and you love to read the books about the mysteries and crimes, do you think maybe that it might be a Slashy Sue book down the line?
It's fun that you're asking, actually, because I love writing. I've always loved writing. And I don't think even Tony knows this, but I have been thinking about putting it down to at least a long novel or something, because I'm a huge fan of writing, and I'm a pretty good writer when it comes to stories. So I've been thinking about it. So you never know.
Yeah.
Well, and for the more visual horror fans, it could even be, if you don't want to do a long novel, maybe a Slashy Sue comic.
Oh, but someone have to draw it for me.
I'm sure there's probably somebody in the Slashy Sue fans that can do that for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be cool. Idea.
Yeah.
So
that would be really cool.
Let's talk about the music. So you have a few singles out already.
Yeah.
And the videos that have come with them have been fun. Like, you guys go out of the way to make it a visual theatrical thing. The first video, you had the hat and you're kind of like a Southwestern cowgirl.
Yeah. Yep.
slashing and gashing and eating. So yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with the visual ideas as you're going through each song? And it seems like each song is kind of its own story.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they have like a backstory for us before we start the filming. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Every song is one of Slashy Sue's confessions. She is locked up for life, and the only person she wants to talk to is a professor, and kind of when he is interviewing her, she comes up with these confessions about what she has done and her crimes and her killing, her lust, and those turn into the songs. So every song has kind of a theme and a very to the point story. So that's what we think about when we are creating the music videos.
Now, do you think at some point with the Slashy Sue stories that there would be a metal artist out there that Slashy Sue wants to eat in one of these stories, like a Swedish one or some from around the world? Would there be a few maybe that she wants to eat?
She wants to eat a what?
Any metal artists out there? Is there a famous metal artist that she might want to eat?
Maybe. You made me hungry now.
Don't you have a hit list?
I have a kill list.
Yeah, kill list. Yeah.
Maybe start in Sweden with a few of those.
So they better start running. It's really fun. One of the things with all these Slashy Sue things, one of our things that it wasn't meant to be a signature, but the handprint in our logo. We have used that one for some other, when we make pictures and posters and stuff. And people are sending me pictures when they see a handprint or something. Has Slashy Sue been here?
Yeah.
So it's really, really fun, actually.
Nice. That's cool. And we're talking about the fan base because a lot of the fan base came automatically with you because of Sapphira. They loved what you did and because of the vocals and how they've transpired into the new music. I mean, myself, my favorite song so far is Fuck You. The screams and just that, it's just like the death, like you're going to die. And it's just that rage. And I think a lot of people just relate to your vocals so much. And to see them come along in the story, and I've been watching, you guys have already started doing a weekly feed with your fans, a live feed that you do. And you sit there and you talk about Slashy Sue and you're connecting. And for you, do you think that the fans really have grasped what Slashy Sue is, and that do you think it's going to be a little different with Slashy Sue, or do you think it's going to be that fan base is kind of going to be more like the Sapphira guys coming with you?
I think it's going to be both.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people who follow us, especially the hardcore fans, they went over to Slashy Sue when we went over to Slashy Sue. But we have a bunch of new folks following us. I know, for example, there was a guy who messaged us last week, and I know that Sapphira was a little bit too soft for him, but he still listened a bit. Yeah. But now he said oh, I like the new theme. Yeah. So I think people who are more into, especially the horror part and the everything, the mysterious feeling around it, I think they are connecting more to Slashy Sue than they did to Sapphira.
I was supposed to say that you really can tell that they are connecting more to the theme in Slashy Sue than with Sapphira. Sapphira was more about good music, and that was it basically. And Slashy Sue, they talk about the killings and Sue and blood, and it becomes more to talk about in a way than Sapphira was more just music.
Yeah, people are really referring to the blood.
Yeah,
the blood thing.
And the horror and the killing and everything, and jokes about it and everything. So I think we have done something right so far.
I think so too.
There's a whole culture out there on the horror culture. And if you look at the world, International Comic-Con, and people really love the genre and the sci-fi part of the whole horror stuff. And I think it's cool because it a lot of people, like you said, it wasn't a restart of Sapphira. A lot of people, when they leave to do something else, it's kind of a little bit of the same stuff. And you guys went from Sapphira to something completely, totally different.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and it's like Sapphira. It's fun, and people can relate with it, but it's something to grab people in a whole different way. Where would you say right now that you're seeing like the new fans that you're surprised to be getting them from? Like, what areas are they coming from?
We have more Swedes connecting with us now than we had before. And that's a funny thing. Since Sapphira was melodic death metal, you would think that the Swedes are used to melodic death metal, but they are really connecting to this thing. So more Swedes, absolutely. And I think we have more South American fans who are kind of interacting. And that's really nice. Awesome. Horror themes are a bit big in South America. So and it's good market. So come on.
Well, with all the, especially you're talking the horror themes, but then you've got the folklore stories and the different things and the cultures that people do differently. And I know I was talking with another artist, and we were talking about the differences in like how people in culture look at death and life, and so it connects differently based on where you're at. I think where you would have more people who want the mainstream melodic, there's just as many people who want the other obscure taboo kind of conversations.
And so with Sapphira,
go ahead.
And with Sapphira, we always had like a serious red thread in the lyrics. We didn't go past. We wouldn't dare to have a song that was called "Fuck You." That wouldn't be on the table at all.
No.
So it's so liberating to be having Slashy Sue and do this. You know, the blood and fuck you, and it's so
no boundaries.
It's so fun. It's like being child again or something.
Well, and I think too, you said it, that you get to do things that you're not normally going to do, and it's not like you want to go out and murder people, but it's just the fantasy part and the acting it out and just having the fun of having no boundaries, and it makes it just it opens it up to be more limitless.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was one of the main goal with Slashy Sue, to do this. We do the music seriously, but not take the lyrics too seriously.
And the music videos are supposed to be freaked out, and they are supposed to be fun. Like the Christmas video, it was all done just for fun. And that makes you more passionate about what you do as well.
And so you guys are working on an album. Is it going to be an EP or a full-length album?
A full-length album, actually.
We were planning on an EP, but I'm writing so many songs, so we thought about why not make an album instead.
So there will be a full-length album, and we'll release it as physical copies as well, and that's really nice.
And so your songs too, when you say full-length as well, they're not really long songs, and I think you guys it's the horror metal, but it's more like an extreme thrash kind of time frame, because you're in and you're out, and so you have time to tell the story, but before people can really get settled into it, you're on to the next thing, which kind of keeps people going, wait, what? Where's the rest of the story? So is that the rest of the album do you think you'll have any really long songs in there, or are you going to keep them all kind of around short and quick and in and out?
She's going to beat me if I write long songs again. No, but the main idea with Slashy Sue is that nothing will overstay its welcome in the song structure. So I think it's going to be about the 3-minute mark. Most of them, I think. Maybe one or two songs is longer, but I try to keep it short, so it's not like a pre-chorus that is like 1 minute, and it's more bam, 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 bam. But we will see. Never know. You maybe change your mind.
There will be a cover on the album, and that one is a bit longer.
It is
a little bit longer.
Now I know you've been hinting around with your fans about the cover, and you've not displayed who it's going to be. Can you say
we did on the last hangout,
and I came in late to the hangout, so can you tell the fans who that's going to be?
It's a Swedish band from that was big in the 90s. They are still active, but it's actually, we're going to do a Slashy Sue take on Clawfinger's
Biggest and the best.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really
The
fun.
the lyrics are so Sue.
Yeah, the lyrics are so Slashy Sue.
Yeah.
The kind of how she sees herself.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
going to be really nice.
I think it fits us well.
Yeah, we're both Clawfinger fans.
Yeah.
And just making it our way.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's going to be really fun.
That's awesome. Do you think maybe you could have, when you do the video, a cameo from one of those guys from Clawfinger?
Ooh,
Maybe.
maybe.
Cool. Yeah.
You never know. Yeah.
Let's put that out in the universe.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
They are so nice guys. So
yeah.
I don't think they would mind, actually. So,
No, me neither.
maybe. Yeah.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So
Yep.
when do you think the album will be ready this year?
Hard questions. We don't want to release a full album and just let it go to waste, so to speak. We want to release a lot of singles, and since we're doing it all ourselves, we can do as many singles as we want.
Yeah.
We want to get the name out there. It's not a priority to release an album and like, okay, that's it. We want to keep the momentum flowing and grow a little bigger for every single.
Yeah. We're aiming on August.
Yeah.
We're aiming on releasing the album in August and drop the singles along the way.
Yeah.
So the first single is now in February.
Yeah.
And then we start planning the next one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to record the video earlier this month, but during the COVID we couldn't.
We were initially going to release another single first
with a character. What do you call it? Another actor.
Yeah, she was supposed. The dogs are having a fun time here.
Yeah. They're eating on the menu left behind.
We were supposed to release another song first, but since we couldn't do the video, we don't want to release it. So we're waiting with that one.
Yeah.
And then we'll record the video as soon as we can engage with other people again.
It's going to be a mini Sue in that video.
Yeah, she's playing the role as the young Sue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So this song we have planned for the 27th is another one, and that you rewrote it a little bit, and you have been mixing it today.
Yeah.
Actually, after recording the guitars a couple of times.
Or 20.
Yeah. So it's almost done.
I think so.
Yeah.
If you approve, if Sue approves, I approve.
Yeah. And I think if you liked Fuck You, you're going to like this one. We're keeping up with the vocals.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, I know with the Sapphira, you guys always did the reels while you were going through recording. You would do the video and kind of keep a documentary style of what you were doing. Are you doing any of that with Slashy Sue that you can share with the fans down the line?
Yeah, we have been doing a little bit of documentary around just some snippets from the recording of the vocals and from the recording of the guitars.
Yeah.
But we haven't started working on the music video yet. But there will definitely be clips out so that people can see what and how we do it. Yeah. The hard thing is that when we are both shooting the video, there is no one to shoot us.
Yeah.
Since we don't interact with other people now.
Yeah, that's always the hard part.
Yeah, but we can rig a camera for it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what do you want the fans that don't know your music and that you want them to come find you? What do you want them to know about you that could bring them into you?
What do you want them to know?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still tired today.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're tired.
I was tired yesterday.
I wanted to know that with Slashy Sue, they are getting straight in your face, heavy ass music, and they get a band or a project that is very personally involved in both the music and the fans.
Yeah.
And I know that back in the Sapphire days, people really appreciated when we went personal about everything.
Yeah.
And I think like the Slasher Hangouts on Saturdays really go hand in hand with that personal style.
Yeah.
And I love it when people are asking personal questions and they are interacting. So we want to be close to the fans, not physically,
no,
not right now anyway,
but close to the fans, and we want them to be able to be a part of Slashy Sue in so many ways. The second video, we actually had people doing extra scenes at home that they sent us.
Yeah.
So we had one guy in UK that did it, and also Tony's brother up in the middle of Sweden, who sent us videos for the music video.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, they got directions and then they shot it themselves. So it turned out really nice.
So when you talk about that, do you have fans right now that are doing fan art? Because of the look, I can just imagine once shows start back up, people are going to come to shows and they're going to have bloody shirts. They're going to bloody themselves up. I mean, I'm just thinking about like what kind of a crowd you're going to have where people are just going to look like zombies.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. We haven't had any fan art made yet. Anyone? But I really hope that people are going to turn up to the shows, just like you said. The last time on our debut show,
it was on Halloween, so we weren't so special that night.
No, but you know, the hand-printed T-shirts. Thomas had his hand-printed T-shirt on him.
But the problem is, I think that people were not maybe sure if we look like this all the time, or it was for
dressed
Halloween.
Up for Halloween. Yeah.
But it was a fun show.
Yeah. But we refer to our fans as slashers. So and one of the things that is because of you, Diane, because one time, at least it's over a year ago, you and I were talking on the phone, and you said you came up with this cool idea. You said, why don't you have T-shirt that you're slashing, and then you write like you've been slashed. That's how I came up with the idea to print our own T-shirts and just write on them. So that's because of you, and thanks to you.
I'm still waiting for a slashed up shirt, because that's, I mean, like you just do it like Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
I'm gonna make you one.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love the creativity that comes with this project, because I think so many bands play it safe with doing things. And I'm like a huge fan. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the black metal and death metal, because I love the corpse paint and I love the dramatic theatrical that comes with it. And so Slashy Sue, of course, the music is phenomenal. And then of course you've got the look and the theatrics that come with it. And to me, it's like the perfect marriage of music and drama.
Yeah.
So how can fans help you right now? Because I know you guys, you've got merch out and you've got a way for people to help you out now and get your album when it comes out. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we are doing everything on our own, and Tony has become the devil himself on mixing and mastering. And so everything is done our own way. And what we spend money on is like upgrading programs, upgrading our tech, getting props and clothing and makeup and such things, axes, knives,
dolls, a lot of dolls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We have one there.
I threw a plug in there for Tony too. I said new guitars.
Yeah. I want a new guitar.
Oh, that is so creepy. See, we have a rule in our house. You can't bring those kinds of dolls up to the second floor towards the bedrooms. They have to stay downstairs. Anything with
Okay,
wiggling eyes.
I have a shelf full of dolls.
Yeah, don't come to our house then, because we have a full room with dolls.
Let me ask you,
but yeah,
really quick, while we're talking dolls, have you guys ever seen the anywhere on TV? They do a ghost hunting show, and they have this place called like Doll Island, and they've got all these doll heads and dolls, and it's
Yeah,
yeah, we saw a documentary on
Discovery the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a kid or something that drowned there or something, and they started to put up a doll's head, and they say it's haunting there.
Oh, I gotta go there.
Yeah, I was thinking, so I'm just thinking that would be like the perfect like Slashy
Yeah,
Sue.
you showed it to me.
Yeah,
that'd be like a great Slashy Sue kind of thing. The dolls.
Yeah.
But so back to how fans can help you.
Yeah, so we are not making a typical crowdfunding or something, but we have merch for sale, and we don't keep a stock on the merch. So when people order, we order it from a local printing shop, and they get the clothes ready, and then we ship it. So there's always a possibility to get merch, and then you just message either of us on social medias. And also we have this thing where you can support the band with 100 Swedish crowns or more if you want to, through like PayPal or something. And then you get added to a VIP list, and then you get the album as a digital free download when it's out. So that's kind of just a little thing that we have chosen to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people have been buying the singles and such things, but those are the two main things: the merch and then this 100 Swedish crowns support. And for everyone that gets merch for 500 Swedish crowns or more, they get the album as well. So yeah, that's how we have chosen to work right now.
And how do they do that? Do they do that through your Facebook page, or do you guys have a website?
We don't have a website yet, actually. We're trying to save money right now. So we have Facebook and Instagram are the two main platforms where you can find us, and of course YouTube. But you can always message us on our Slashy Sue page on Facebook or Instagram.
Perfect. And now you guys do the Slashy Sue Hangouts, and it's on Saturdays each week. And fans can come and do that. And you guys, it's on YouTube. Look up Slashy Sue's channel, follow along, and you guys can come every week and hang out and interact with the band and other fans. It's really cool. I mean, I've been talking with fans back and forth too. It's not like it's just you guys get on there and it's just Slashy Sue talking. There's so much interaction that happens between everyone. It's like a real Slashy Sue community with Slashy Sue Mama and all the Slashy babies. So
yeah, that's what we wanted to achieve with the Hangouts, the interaction part.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a hangout. It's somewhere where you can just chill, we talk, we
laid back, having fun.
Yeah, we listen to some music, we support other bands. We're just having a really good time every week.
Yeah, you did that yesterday. You guys were showing music of other bands, and some of the other bands were jumping in, talking and saying hello. And I think that's really cool that it's a community, because I think a lot of people get the misconception that there's jealousy or competition, and it's not. There's so much support in the community, you know, especially metal community is really supportive of each other, and it helps artists, you know, because you guys may have a platform that's a little bigger than someone else, or your audience is a little different. And so you guys bleed over into each other's stuff, and it's really cool to see that camaraderie.
Yeah.
We really try to do it, because every band, small as big, needs support. You have to have someone who believes in you and supports you. And we chose to spotlight some bands that we like or have friends of, and I think just good things come out of it.
If they release good music and are good people, they should be shown.
So let me ask you, when shows start back up and you guys can do some shows, right now you guys are just kind of a two-piece and you have a drummer that you go to, a session drummer. What will the band look like once shows start back up?
I think we all, like we do now, basically. I have a big, like white working, what do you call it? Working overall. Yeah, with blood and stuff. And we have some props we have made.
Yeah.
And with dolls, we have like cabinets with dolls in that lights up red. And you have a stage box in the back, and you have your dresses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Your outfits.
And then our session musicians that we are working with, for our debut show, we had a session drummer that Tony has been playing with before, and we have been touring with him with Sapphira. And also we had our former bass player from Sapphira, Tobias, who played bass on stage. And they are Tobias went into full Slashy Sue mode as well. Connie wasn't visual as much.
No.
But the session musicians are a thing that we are going to keep working with.
Yeah.
For now. You never know if it changes. But we had session musicians, and then we rehearsed a couple of times and did the show. So as for now, we're going to continue working that way. So it will still be a 2-piece band, but live there will be a 4-piece.
And
band.
I think the concept works really well.
Yeah, it works the best for us right now. As I said, you never know. I think finding good musicians for making it a full band on full time is right now, it might be kind of a difficult thing because of, rehearsal rooms and everything. So we chose to do it session wise.
So we make all the decisions, but we also pay all the bills, so to speak. So the session musicians, they get paid for the job and to play and to shut up, basically.
Play and smile, boys. Play and smile.
And, both those guys like that idea. They don't want to be.
No, they like the
bands.
concept.
They have a lot of bands already.
Yeah.
So they like the concept to just come in and play and don't think about the merch or anything that up to us.
So it's basically, you get paid, now stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
Like that.
Now, for those of you watching, I'm not sexist. It's just kind of joking, It's,
we know.
Yeah. So anything else you guys want people to know about Slashy Sue or what's coming up before we let go?
The new single is out on February 27. It's called Kill O'Clock. It will come with a music video, but it will first be released on Spotify. Of course, our other songs are on Spotify, so you can always find our music there. And there will be a Slasher Hangout to promote it, of course, the day after, I think. And we also want people to sign up for our newsletter. The links are on our Facebook page. And that has been a really good way to interact with our slashers, with our fans. And when they sign up, they get all our previously released singles for free as free downloads. So the newsletter is kind of our Patreon. It's where you get the goodies. So sign up, show up, join the Slasher Hangouts. And there will be singles. Oh, there will be singles.
A lot of singles.
Yeah.
Nice.
You should see our neighbors. Remember the second video that we made? We were in the barn right in the house next door. And I was in there with an axe that was bloody, and I was blood in my face. And
bloody.
And it's actually our landlord as well that we rent the house from. And I came out with the axe and you blood. We just shooting music video. But now they're used to us. It's like one day we come in ordinary work clothes, and another day we're blood all over us. Or
carrying doll heads and everything.
Hello, it's just us.
And I know we talked about that once before when we've done an interview for Sapphira, and I asked you about what it was like for your neighbors, because your vocals, you're the screams and growls that you do, and what it's like for them to live next to you, and they're wondering, are they having a massive fight and somebody's dying in it, or is it just a band? And I think it's funny that, you have these stories and people just kind of have to realize that artistic is artistic. But I
Yeah.
can imagine not knowing and coming out and seeing somebody standing there looking bloody with their
Yeah.
axe.
So they're used to it now. So now it's like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
So they think it's funny, not funny. They think it's cool that we are doing this with music. So
Yeah.
Well, in Sweden, there's so many bands, and I'm sure that a lot of the Swedish culture, they're used to. There's so many bands, and people do crazy stuff that it's artistic a lot of the time, not the violence. Whereas if you
exactly.
America, people would think obviously that it's the violence, not the artistic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks for hanging out today. And fans that want to catch this band or people that are into the horror culture, you guys got to go see what they're doing because it is really fun. It's visual. There's really great music, and you check them out on Slashy Sue, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sign up for the newsletter. Get them on Spotify. Hit the heart button on Spotify if I get my fingers right. The heart button. Make sure you're getting the algorithms. Come hang out at the Slashy Sue Hangout on Saturdays. And then we'll look forward to seeing new music come. And then eventually sometime this year, there should be an album out. And then once shows start back up, hopefully the world will be able to travel because I'll have to come back over and catch you guys early on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'll come zombified because I love doing that kind of crazy crap.
Yay!
Cosplay, any reason to cosplay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So Osa and Tony, thank you so much again for this. And guys, check out Slashy Sue. You're going to have a great time, and it's really, really great music. And
thank you for having us.
Always, always. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.